Welcome to the Elementary STEM Coach Podcast. I'm your host, Naomi Meredith, a former classroom teacher turned K-5 STEM teacher and coach. With over a decade of experience teaching and a master's degree in STEM leadership, I'm here to coach you throughout the year to help you gain back more time to create innovative experiences for your students. When you are setting up your STEM classroom for back to school, have you thought about adding in a word wall? If so, where are you going to put it? And if you haven't, how does this even connect to your STEM classroom, and should you even have one? Let's chat about it. With anything that I have set up in my classroom spaces, whether it is my STEM trailer that I am putting together or my K-5 STEM classroom, I am very purposeful about the things that I hang up on my wall. Yes, I like things to look cute and cohesive and go together, but also I always want to make sure, are the things that I'm hanging up, are they purposeful or helpful for students? Can this be something that is a good teaching point for them? And every single thing that I've hung up has a dual purpose. So, of course, like I said, it might look cute, but also there is a purpose behind it. One thing that can be really helpful in your classroom is having your own type of word wall. And you can do this a couple of ways. One way you could do this is you can have an alphabet that you hang up all year long, and each letter on the alphabet has a different STEM connection. For example, Y could be for YouTube, could be for file, like a digital file, and so on. And it helps kids think about the world in a different way and with the alphabet. I have a few different options and different colors of this you could print and hang up in your space. That's super easy. It has a really cute update. So I'm excited to choose what color scheme I want to hang up in my STEM trailer. So stay tuned for that. And another way that I have done this as well is you have the alphabet, you hang this up, but also leave space underneath each letter. And this is something that you can add to all year long, or you could just do this for every unit. Now, when you're teaching K-5 STEM, that's 6 different classes. Some of you even teach pre-K in there and all the way up to 8th grade. So it really depends on how you want to do this. Like I said, you could change it out every unit. And if you're teaching in cohesive themes, there is going to be some overlap with how you're going to use this alphabet/word wall. So for every unit, you probably have some key vocabulary and concepts that you want kids to know about. For example, if you're teaching your second graders about erosion, you probably want the kids to know what the word erosion means while they are creating an invention that will help slow down or stop erosion. So with all of those units that go together, you can print out that vocabulary that is content specific for that unit, and then you can add that to your word wall. So it makes it very interactive if you are changing it out, where the alphabet letters can always stay there, but then you are changing out the words. And you might say, well, all of the words are going to be mixed up. Do I have to change it out have a separate word wall for every single grade? You could, but like I said, if you're teaching in units, everything can kind of go together and the kids can actually start seeing those connections. So what's really cool when I have done this is the kids will see the words and the vocabulary where it has the pictures, the word, and the definition with them, which all of my lessons that are in my K-5 STEM year-long plan, any of those by separately or in the plan, I have all the vocabulary out there for you so you can print them at various sizes. But what's really cool when you have all of these words hanging up for the unit, the kids might remember what they learned the past year and get really excited about it, like, oh yeah, I remember that, and that can actually help me with this project. Or even kids who haven't seen those projects where they weren't there the year before or they are younger, they might get excited and ask more questions. Oh, what does this word mean? So having that interactive word wall with your alphabet can really build those connections and also helps them see that content in a different way. So you might be teaching those same standards they're learning in class, but you are giving it that STEM twist. So as you are setting up your classroom, think about how you can integrate a STEM alphabet and quite possibly make it a word wall. And that could be a really cool thing to add into your instruction and continue to build up that science vocabulary for your students. If you're interested in the alphabet that I use and hang up in my STEM spaces, you can grab that in my TPT shop, Teachers Pay Teachers shop, Naomi Meredith, and you can print the color options I have for you, or there's a version where you can just print your own color version to make it match your classroom theme. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the Elementary STEM Coach Podcast. I would love to connect with you over on Instagram at Naomi Meredith _ or send me an email to elementarystemcoachpodcast@gmail.com. Also, make sure to check out my website, naomimeredith.com, to see all the show notes from today's episode and shop my K-5 STEM resources. Any questions you have, needs for resources, or ideas for episodes, get in touch. I'll talk to you soon.